Why you dey buy fake product, Make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.
You should know where to go. The SON. Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
You should know where to go. The SON.
Standards Organization of Nigeria, improving lives through standards.
We will not stop at prosecuting you, but ensure you do not return to that illegal business. Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Osita Bolma Esquire, tells importers of substandard gas cylinders, as the SON assures Nigerians of its resolve to ensure continued protection of consumers from fake and substandard products. It was a flurry of activities and concerted programs by the Standards Organization of Nigeria in the past 365 days, all aimed at promoting quality and standardization. In retrospect, the Standards Organization of Nigeria made remarkable strides at protecting Nigerians from substandard products. We have insights into some of our major activities of the SON in 2019. A warm welcome to another golden opportunity to talk product safety and quality on television, initiated by the Standards Organization of Nigeria. 6:30 p.m. is our transmission time on Africa's largest television network, the NTA, every Monday. I bring you warm regards from the agency's Director General, Management and Proactive Staff of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, the SON. Ifoma Okonkwo is my name. Please relax and enjoy the program. I'll be back shortly.
Happy New Year. 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 Happy New Year.
You're watching Standard and You. Thanks for being a part of the global brand. Let's begin by telling you that the Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Osita Bolma Esquire, says measures have been intensified by the SON to ensure that anyone or group of persons caught importing substandard gas cylinders will not only be prosecuted but find it extremely difficult to continue in the illegal business. The SON boss was speaking against the backdrop of the recent gas explosion in Sabon Tasha, Kachia Road, Kaduna State. Standard and You has details of the unfortunate event.
Represented by the SON's group head LPG, Engineer Uwoma Oluji, the SON boss expressed deep concern over the sad events, which he described as avoidable accidents. He said this was due to non-adherence to standard procedures by dealers and importers of the life-endangering products.
We once again reiterate our recent warning. Since the dealers and consumers, the recent warning on the safe use of LPG and other gases cylinders. This repeat warning is in the view of recent explosion around the country occasioned by wrong handling of the products. We therefore seriously wish to urge dealers as well as consumers to patronize only SON-certified LPG and other gases cylinders with appropriate markings in order to safeguard our homes, offices, our surroundings from the avoidable accidents from substandard cylinders.
Osita Aboloma warned consumers to always watch out for manufacturer's brand name, country of origin, test pressure, Sun Products Registration Number with prefix FA, year of manufacture and MANCAP logo. The DG disclosed that the SON has in place a rigorous procedure for the certification of imported and locally manufactured LPG cylinders for use in Nigeria to guarantee safety and durability of the products. Proper handling of the LPG cylinder by consumers, he noted, is key, adding that the 42 state offices of the SON in the country have been directed to inspect all LPG plants to ensure the certification and recertification of all installed vessels. He advised all LPG dispensing plants to ensure due certification of their vessels as provided by the SON Act. Osita Aboloma commiserated with the families of victims of the Kaduna gas explosion, the government and people of Kaduna State over the irreparable loss.
We, as an organization, we collaborate with all the relevant regulatory agencies to see that this ugly situation does not occur again.
Officials of the SON were received by the State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, who commended the management of the SON and expressed the state government's resolve to partner with the SON to protect consumers.
We have shut down all retail shops refilling gas in residential and high-risk areas. This is what we have done. Furthermore, government agencies that are saddled with the responsibility of ensuring safety are also reviewing the situation. We will relocate all this activity to areas that are safe, where citizens will not be subjected to danger.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year.
We want to also request you to kindly continue to support us and also bear with us. We wish you a happy and prosperous new year.
This season, a lot of purchases are made in the market. Urge Nigerians, before you buy anything, look well. Happy New Year.
We're enjoying to keep watching Standards and You because it's packed with information that will improve life, help you improve life through Standards. We wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in 2020. Enjoy your year.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Na 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 na.
Welcome back. The program you're watching is Standard and You, reaching you on the NTA, Mondays at 6:30 p.m. If you were part of the program the past year, you will agree with me that 2019 for the Standards Organization of Nigeria was characterized by lots of programs and activities. We have put together some of the major programs and initiatives by the SON to promote quality assurance and standardization. Please take a look.
It's been an established fact that officials of the Standards Organization of Nigeria have championed the cause of promoting standardization and quality assurance in Nigeria. The agency has consistently evolved measures to tackle the menace of fake and substandard products and ensure that consumers of goods get value for their money. Like in the past years, 2019 was a beehive as the Director General of the SON, Osita Aboloma, backed by a dynamic management and hard-working staff, initiated a strategic plan that defined a desired outcome in the quest to deliver on the mandates of the Standards Organization of Nigeria. Driven by a passion for excellence, the SON boss developed a clear-cut approach to achieving success, engendering a culture of quality among Nigerians, especially importers and local producers of goods in the country. Top on its priority list was a nationwide sensitization that took officials of the agency to several states across the federation, such as Adamawa, Gombe, Nasarawa, Abuja, Bayelsa, Rivers, Enugu, Abia, Ebonyi, Kaduna, Kano, Edo, and Lagos states. At the various fora, participants were exposed to the imperatives of standards as well as the basic knowledge on some basic products, especially life-endangering ones like the LPG gas cylinder. According to the SON's Director General, the objective is to bridge identified gaps by the agency and empower consumers with relevant knowledge and standards to make the right decision when purchasing any products. It was a practical and expository exercise that was adjudged by participants as impactful and enriching.
Like the kind of programs we have in here is an enlightenment programs, because many people around us, they don't have the opportunity, they don't even know that most of the products they buy in the market are substandard. And it's just the awareness that SON is doing now. I just have to maybe give them a kudos for this kind of programs.
Some cylinder outside that have been expired and the people are still using it. They are telling us that by doing this, we are just risk our life, because if the cylinder have been expired and we are taking it home for using, it can be explode at any time. And if it is explode, we are just playing with our life and we don't need it.
One of those things that I've learned is that now we can actually patronize SON laboratory and do testing of our products and services.
The program is good. It's making everybody aware of what SON is doing and the facilities they can provide for us in the industries to enable us achieve good results and standards.
Most consumers of products do not know their rights. But with this kind of enlightenment to the public, they now know their rights and where to report at any point in time. Because what we consume is very much important to our health.
Honestly, the sensation is an eye-opener to many participants that are here today. It has gone to the extent of telling us what it really takes to maintain good governance. Now, for good governance to thrive in our society, every establishment, both public and private, should have standards in their activities. With that, we'll be able to get governance that will be good and take our nation to the next level.
The Director General also met with critical stakeholders in some sectors of the economy, especially the manufacturing sector. Top on the list of these stakeholders were the cable manufacturers, Electronics Dealers Association of Nigeria, operators of the Free Trade Zone in Ota, Ogun State, manufacturers of steel bars, and Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, MAN, as well as producers of lubricants. Aboloma stressed the need for manufacturers to adhere strictly to standard manufacturing processes that will guarantee the production of quality goods in the country.
What we ask you to do is to produce the minimum standards. There's no maximum. If you can afford to sell your product at a higher rate, go ahead and do that. It's a free market. But once it falls below the minimum international, the national standards, it becomes life-threatening. It becomes an endangerment to lives. If it does not worry you people, it gives us, as your regulators, serious cause for concern. The previous reason that you're competing with people that are producing from our side with cheaper materials, cheaper light and other things, is no longer tenable. Because within the period under review, a lot of things have improved in Nigeria. You now have at least better light condition. So the excuse of dumping, competing with foreign steel companies does not arise anymore. It's a matter of fact that some of you are already exporting. And what you export and what you manufacture within must be of the same quality. You cannot discriminate in your quality. We have harmonized standards for steel.
Another activity that got the DG's attention in 2019 was certification of locally produced goods, as more companies improved on their production processes. The bulk of these companies were small and medium enterprises, SMEs, identified as the engine of growth of the economy. More companies secured the Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program (MANCAP) certificates to become competitive and relevant in the global markets. This was a major achievement in Nigeria's industrial sector, facilitated by the Standards Organization of Nigeria.
The Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program scheme of SON And the purpose is to get the locally manufactured product certified to the relevant NIS. NIS means Nigerian Industrial Standard. For example, every product has a benchmark, which was standard. And normally, you know what standard is a consensus by technical partners, stakeholders that comes together and formulates a document that comprises of parameters to be tested and to use as benchmark to test the quality of a product, contain the test method and other things. So that's what we call Nigerian Industrial Standard. And this is what we use to check the quality of a product. The company's benefits, two, the consumer benefits, and even the corporate bodies, the benefits. One, let me start from the companies. Number one thing is that they have a competitive edge over the uncertified products. Not only that, they have larger share of the market. And it reduces waste. Every certified product must have a unique number and markable logo. So when a consumer now goes out there to buy a product that has some markable logo and number, he has confidence. There's confidence there that whatever I spend my money on is going to give me back the worth of it.
They've been doing a great job, and they have been very, very strict. We've been on it now for about 3 years. So they've been very strict. We cannot cut corners with them. It's great to have SON MANCAP certification. Wow, I'm very happy.
To further promote industrial growth, the board of the agency approved 128 new standards, the highest in 2019. The whole idea was to ensure that local manufacturers were exposed to the minimum requirements of standards of products they produce.
In recent times, we've been having a lot of demand for standards, particularly for our own locally produced products. If you look at the lists, particularly for the food and agriculture, we see some Nigeria indigenous products like the one for millet, pap, standard for acha, and the rest. So there are about 128 standards that cut across the various sectors. We have the ones for civil and building sector. We have standards for chemical technology, where you have a lot of standards. Then we have the ones for food and agriculture, the ones I've just talked about now, and then particularly the ones on service standards that dealt particularly on medical laboratory devices, medical and laboratory activities, and the one for informatics, health informatics, that has to do with e-records in health sector. Apart from each helping the manufacturers within and even the users of those standards, you know that we have just signed the African Continental Free Trade Agreements, and so it's also going to play a very important role. Where we're getting ready for that, we want to make sure that standards are available for people so that they start preparing, because at this stage we are preparing for the takeoff of the African Continental Free Trade Area. So we are making sure that standards are available for our stakeholders to start working with, to developing their products, so that when the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement starts, when it starts in earnest, then we would have had people who are ready and our products will move out. So it actually facilitates trade, both local and international.
The agency embarked on lots of enforcement of standards with increased seizure, comprising variety of products, especially life-endangering products. Officials of the SON impounded and evacuated several containers of substandard lubricants, bags of substandard electric cables in Apapa, Abuja and other locations, used and substandard tires in Enugu and Lagos, and large consignments of substandard LPG cylinders in Apapa. SON also seized and evacuated substandard roofing sheets with a street value of over 500 million naira in Imo State and the FCT.
There are some products we refer to as life-endangering products. So those life-endangering products, we made a lot of seizures there. LPG cylinders is a case, We seized so many containers of LPG cylinders. Electric cables, we seized many of them. The last one we seized about 13 containers of electric cables. We have locked the place. We have evacuated everything to the last coil of the electric cable. We have evacuated everything. They are in the warehouse now. We are just, is going through the court process now to obtain the court order for destruction. Aluminium coils, we seized a lot of them. Galvanized roofing sheets, we seized a lot of them. So they are there in the warehouse, and the court processes are ongoing. So the volumes of seizures are high. But it doesn't remove the fact that many importers are also complying now from our efforts, because some of them, seeing that we actually seize these products and destroy, some of them don't want to get involved anymore. So they now decided to go through the right track. Because when you go through the right track, do your sun cap, get all the requisite certificates for import, nobody will disturb you. And if you comply with the requirements of standard, nobody will come after you. But it's when somebody goes to maybe any country, tell them to fake other people's products, knowing fully well that these products will not meet the requirements of the standard. But because they want to make fast money, they bring them in. And when they come in, we get them, test them, and they fail. Immediately they fail, we seize and destroy.
Quality infrastructure and human capital development were other areas where the Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria made remarkable progress in the past year. Apart from acquiring state-of-the-art equipment to boost the agency's capacity in the area of product testing and standard elaboration, a significant number of staff of the SON were exposed to modern trends on the job, both at international and domestic levels. For the first time in the history of the organization, more junior staff benefited from the training in 2019.
We have the biggest single laboratory complex in sub-Saharan West Africa in Ogba. We have about 36 functional laboratories there. Some of them are accredited, some are undergoing the process of accreditation. These are most of the things that the government is doing to make sure that we have adequate and robust national quality infrastructure in Nigeria to enhance free trade and competitiveness of both goods and products. We have invested adequately in human capital development. We are flexible, we are dynamic, we work hard and smart, and we are ready to take Nigeria to the next level in terms of quality assurance and standardization.
The SON boss says plans are on to improve on the giant strides recorded in 2019, adding that the agency has been repositioned with all it takes to protect Nigerians from fake and substandard products.
Happy New Year. Na 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 na. December is over, the old year has passed.
The DG, the management, staff of SON, all our friends out there, all those who love quality and promote quality, we wish you a quality Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hello, my name is Ega Ijachi, a compliance officer with Standard Organization of Nigeria. Keep watching Standard IU. Don't touch that dial.
It was indeed an eventful year for the Standards Organization of Nigeria in 2019. Time now to join Alimot Osifo on our feedback corner.
Welcome to the feedback segment of the program. I am Halimot Osifo. Buying and selling is an integral part of our everyday living. We cannot overlook the fact that our insatiable needs make us demand for various goods and services. Before making a purchase, there are a lot of factors to consider, no doubt. But you must know that buying a product isn't just about the price, it's about getting value for money. It's not just about the quantity, it's about how well the product serves you. It's not just about making a purchase, it's about knowing what to look out for in order to buy right. In the same vein, selling a product isn't just about making profits. It's about satisfying consumer needs. It's not just about having buyers. It's about gaining consumer confidence and loyalty. It's not just about selling. It's about complying with standards to sell authentic. Whether you're a manufacturer, consumer, or an importer, you have responsibilities beyond buying, producing, or selling products. Join the quality vanguard by insisting on product quality and reporting cases of fake and substandard products to the Standards Organization of Nigeria. And that concludes this week's episode of the program Standard and You. For any question, complaints, or suggestion, you can send in your messages with your full name and location to the number 0705-972-4455. Tag along with us on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. You can catch up with missed episodes online at youtube.com/Standard and You. As always, buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Bye for now.
Why you dey buy fake product, Make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live. Buy original. You should know.